Have you ever felt like life suddenly hits a crossroads, where everything you thought was steady just starts to shift beneath your feet? If you're a March Aries, this June could be exactly that moment for you. A powerful cosmic turning point that could change everything, from your career and relationships to your sense of self. But the real question is, are you truly ready for what's coming? Welcome to Zen Mind Peaceful Life, where we dive deep into astrology, psychology, and mindful living to help you navigate life's biggest shifts with clarity and calm. If you've ever wondered how the stars influence your inner world, and how you can turn that knowledge into personal growth, then you're in the right place. In this video, we're uncovering why June is not just another month, but a pivotal moment for March Aries, one packed with potential breakthroughs, emotional awakenings, and challenges designed to help you evolve. I'll share real examples and powerful tips so you can embrace this energy wisely and transform uncertainty into your greatest strength. If you're ready to step into this transformative journey with me, don't forget to hit subscribe, tap the like button, and share this video with other Aries souls who need to hear this message. Let's unlock the power of June together. If you were born in March, under the bold sign of Aries, you already know what it means to have a fire in your soul. Aries is the cosmic spark, an energy that drives you to start new journeys, conquer challenges, and break through barriers with relentless courage. You're a natural pioneer, always ready to charge ahead. But what happens when the universe asks you to pause, reflect, and navigate an unexpected turning point? That's exactly what June promises for you. Especially if your birthday falls in March. This month isn't just another page on the calendar. It's a cosmic crossroads that stirs your innate Aries energy in ways you might not expect. Imagine this: you've been sprinting towards a goal, full of enthusiasm and confidence, only to suddenly feel like the ground beneath your feet shifts. Plans you thought were solid become unclear. Relationships start to feel different, and your inner world calls for more than just action, it asks for reflection. This push and pull between Aries' natural impulse to move fast and the universe's call to slow down creates a fascinating tension. It's a moment that, if you embrace it wisely, could redefine your path. This challenge is not just external but deeply psychological. Aries, with your impulsive nature, you're wired to leap before you look. But June's energy is more subtle. It's like the universe whispering for you to pause and check in with yourself. The psychological lesson here is about cultivating awareness, learning to recognize when your fiery drive is serving you and when it's leading to burnout or conflict. Think about those times you rushed into decisions and later wished you had taken a breath. June asks you to rewrite that script. There's a powerful story here that might resonate. A March Aries friend of mine was on the verge of accepting a high-pressure job offer that seemed like a dream come true. Everything aligned on the surface, yet a quiet unease tugged at her. Instead of jumping in, she took a step back, journaling her fears and hopes, which led her to realize she needed a different kind of work, one aligned with her values. Not just ambition. This pause, this conscious reflection, was her turning point, and it made all the difference. In practical terms, this means June is a perfect time to create space for mindful reflection. You don't have to abandon your goals, but you can cultivate moments of stillness, whether through meditation, deep journaling, or simply sitting quietly in nature, to check in with your inner compass. This practice will help you harness your Aries energy in a way that's sustainable, turning your fire into a steady flame rather than a wildfire that burns out too fast. Beyond your personal rhythms, June's cosmic landscape invites you to look closer at how your natal Aries traits interact with shifting planetary energies. For March Aries, certain points in your birth chart become activated in ways that highlight both opportunity and challenge. It's as if the universe shines a spotlight on areas of your life that need bold action and deep introspection simultaneously. Imagine your chart as a map. June redraws some of the routes, suggesting new paths that weren't visible before. Your willingness to explore these new roads could unlock breakthroughs you didn't think possible. This remapping might show up in career and ambition first. Perhaps you've been grinding hard, chasing promotions or launching new projects, but suddenly June shakes things up. You might encounter unexpected obstacles, or conversely, surprising support that opens doors in unusual ways. There's a story about another Aries I know who had been stuck in a routine job for years. Then June arrived like a cosmic wake-up call. Instead of pushing harder on the same path, he took a risk to network outside his comfort zone, which led to an opportunity completely unrelated to his past experience but perfectly aligned with his passion. This shift wasn't easy, but the timing was perfect. June helped him recognize that real growth often requires detours. If you're watching this and thinking, "But what if I'm not ready for such a big change?" that feeling is natural. Aries thrives on confidence and control, and change can feel like losing both. But June's message is that real power lies in adaptability. You don't need to have all the answers right now. The courage Aries is famous for is not just about charging forward, it's also about facing the unknown with an open heart. One practical way to cultivate this is by setting daily intentions rather than rigid goals. For example, instead of saying, "I must get that promotion by June 30th, try, "I intend to stay open to new opportunities and trust the process." This subtle shift eases pressure and invites possibility. Relationships also come under the spotlight this month. Aries are fiercely independent, valuing freedom and authenticity. Yet June might reveal cracks or deeper layers in your connections. Maybe a friendship feels different, or a romantic partnership faces unspoken tension. It's tempting for Aries to react impulsively either by charging ahead or retreating, but this is a time for vulnerability and honest communication. There's tremendous strength in admitting uncertainty or asking for support, even if it feels uncomfortable. Consider the story of a March Aries client who came to me feeling frustrated with a close friend. They had drifted apart, and Aries' natural instinct was to just move on. But June encouraged a different approach, a heartfelt conversation where Aries expressed feelings without blame. The result? A renewed friendship, deeper than before. The lesson here is that change in relationships isn't always about endings, sometimes it's about transformation, allowing bonds to evolve rather than break. This psychological nuance, balancing independence with emotional connection, is vital for Aries during this turning point. It invites growth beyond the usual boldness into a more mature, compassionate expression of self. To nurture this, try a simple practice. Before responding in conflict, pause and ask yourself what your heart truly wants to communicate. This space can transform reactive arguments into meaningful dialogue. But the turning point of June isn't just about external events or relationships, it's also an invitation to deeper self-discovery. Aries is often seen as the warrior, but even warriors need rest and reflection to grow stronger. Neuropsychology tells us that our brains are wired for change throughout life, rewiring through new experiences and conscious effort. June's energy offers a cosmic boost to this rewiring process. This is the perfect time to consciously break old patterns. If you notice yourself falling into habitual responses, like reacting angrily when stressed or rushing decisions, use June's momentum to experiment with new approaches. Maybe that means taking a moment to breathe before reacting, or choosing curiosity over judgment in difficult situations. These small shifts, when practiced consistently, reshape your mental and emotional landscape. Imagine June as a cosmic coach, pushing you not only to act but to grow wiser in how you act. This isn't just about external success, it's about evolving your inner landscape so that future challenges are met with resilience and grace. The real power of Aries comes not from speed or strength alone, but from an integrated balance of courage and awareness. Finally, the intense energy of June also shines a light on your well-being. Aries tends to pour all their energy into projects and people, sometimes at the cost of their own health. The turning point this month calls you to pay attention to your body and mind. Think of it as tuning your engine, not just pushing the gas pedal harder but checking the oil, resting, and refueling. Incorporating mindful movement like yoga or gentle walks, alongside practices like meditation or deep breathing, can ground Aries' fiery energy and prevent burnout. If you've ever pushed yourself to the edge, only to crash and feel drained, June offers a chance to rewrite that story. Caring for your health isn't a detour from success, it's the foundation that supports your boldest dreams. As you reflect on these shifting energies, remember that the true turning point isn't just about external changes but about how you respond internally. This June, March Aries are invited to become not only the fierce warriors of action but also the wise warriors of self-awareness. And that balance, once embraced, could change everything. Stay with me, because coming up, we'll explore how the movement of Mars, your ruling planet, intensifies this transformation. And why understanding lunar cycles could be your secret weapon in navigating June's twists and turns. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. As we dive deeper into June's powerful influence on March Aries, it's important to recognize how the emotional currents this month can reshape your closest connections. Aries, your strength often lies in your independence, your fearless drive to push forward solo. But when the cosmos shifts, as it does in June, it invites you to see your relationships in a new light, sometimes challenging your usual way of interacting. There was a young Aries woman I worked with who found herself feeling unexpectedly distant from her longtime partner. They hadn't argued, nor had any major conflict, but something had changed, a subtle pull away that made her question what was really going on. For Aries, who typically wear their hearts on their sleeves and move fast in love, this kind of emotional fog can be unsettling. Yet, rather than charging ahead or shutting down, she chose to slow down and engage in honest, gentle conversations. By opening space for vulnerability, she discovered that her partner was feeling overwhelmed by external stress and needed support rather than distance. This small shift in awareness saved their relationship and deepened their bond. For you, March Aries, June's energy may bring similar moments where old dynamics no longer fit. This is your chance to grow beyond patterns of rushing or retreating, and instead, practice listening deeply to your loved ones and to your own emotional needs. If you find yourself feeling frustrated or impatient, try breathing into that discomfort rather than reacting immediately. A powerful tool here is to cultivate empathy, which might feel foreign to Aries' fiery nature but is incredibly transformative. When you lean into empathy, you're not losing your power, you're expanding it. In the broader arc of your personal growth, June offers fertile ground for self-discovery and breaking free from old mental scripts. Aries is known for bravery in action, but sometimes the toughest courage is the one that asks you to look inward and rewrite your internal narrative. Perhaps you've held on to beliefs like "I must always be first" or "I can't show weakness," which may have served you well at times but now limit your potential. I recall a March Aries client who realized that her relentless self-expectations were a form of self-sabotage disguised as ambition. She was always pushing herself harder, but secretly felt exhausted and unfulfilled. June's turning point helped her gently question these beliefs through journaling and therapy. Uncovering a new truth, true strength comes from balance, not burnout. This inner shift wasn't overnight, but by embracing patience and self-compassion, she began to feel more aligned with her authentic self, and her energy became more sustainable and joyful. You can start this process too by asking yourself questions that spark curiosity instead of judgment. What parts of your inner dialogue are driving your actions? Which stories about yourself no longer serve you? When you catch a harsh thought, pause and try reframing it with kindness. For example, instead of "I'm too impulsive and mess things up," try "My passion fuels me, and I'm learning to channel it wisely." These subtle shifts rewire your mindset and empower growth. Your mental and physical wellness also deserve special attention this month. Aries' natural fire means you're wired for high energy and fast-paced living, but that same intensity can lead to burnout if unchecked. June's turning point might feel like your body or mind is sending you signals, maybe fatigue, irritability, or restlessness, that it's time to slow down and recalibrate. One Aries I know struggled for years with this pattern. She pushed herself relentlessly at work, fueled by ambition and the thrill of challenge, until a sudden health scare forced her to pause. The experience was a wake-up call to prioritize self-care in a way that felt genuine. Not like a chore. She began incorporating simple habits like mindful breathing breaks during the day, walking outdoors without her phone, and honoring regular sleep schedules. These practices didn't just improve her health, they sharpened her focus and creativity, allowing her Aries spirit to shine brighter without burning out. You don't have to wait for a crisis to make these changes. Even small adjustments can create ripple effects. Consider how tuning into your body's rhythms can help you work smarter, not harder. Pay attention to when you feel most energized or drained, and adjust your schedule accordingly. If stress creeps in, try grounding exercises like deep breathing or gentle stretching. Nourishing your mental and physical health isn't an obstacle to success, it's the foundation for everything you want to build. June also activates the influence of Mars, your ruling planet, in unique and intense ways. Mars is the celestial symbol of drive, courage, and sometimes conflict. When Mars is active, your natural Aries energy is amplified, meaning your motivation can skyrocket, but so can impatience and frustration. The key is learning how to ride this surge of energy without letting it tip into burnout or conflict. Think of Mars as a wild stallion you need to guide, not a horse to be ridden recklessly. One Aries entrepreneur I know faced a crucial project deadline in June, feeling the familiar Mars surge pushing her to work non-stop. Instead of ignoring her limits, she scheduled focused work sessions with breaks, practiced mindfulness to stay centered, and reached out to her team for support rather than trying to control everything alone. Her project succeeded, and she maintained her well-being, a rare and valuable balance. When you notice Mars pushing you toward impatience or anger, try redirecting that energy into physical activity or creative outlets. Aries thrives when it's moving, so activities like running, martial arts, or dance can transform restless energy into strength and clarity. Practicing this mindful channeling of Mars energy helps you avoid explosive reactions and keeps you aligned with your higher goals. Finally, the lunar cycles in June play a surprisingly powerful role in tuning your emotional rhythms. The moon governs your feelings and intuition, and Aries' typically action-focused energy can benefit enormously by syncing with the moon's natural flow. For instance, the new moon invites fresh beginnings and intention setting, perfect for Aries to plant seeds for new projects or mindsets. The full moon, on the other hand, illuminates what needs to be released or completed, helping you clear emotional clutter. An Aries client once told me she'd always overlooked the moon's influence, thinking it was for more sensitive signs. But after tracking her moods and energy through lunar phases, she noticed patterns she hadn't seen before, times when her clarity soared and moments when she needed rest. By aligning her work and rest cycles with the moon, she found a new rhythm that boosted her productivity and emotional balance. It's a simple practice that invites you to honor your natural cycles rather than fight them. So as June unfolds, consider tuning into the moon's phases and using them as guides. Mark the new moon for setting your intentions with a calm, clear mind. Use the full moon as a time to release what no longer serves you, whether that's limiting beliefs, old grudges, or stressful habits. Pair this with your Aries courage, and you have a powerful toolkit for transformation. Navigating June as a March Aries isn't about abandoning your fiery spirit, it's about deepening it with awareness, balance, and connection. The cosmic shifts invite you to become a more evolved version of yourself, where passion meets patience and boldness blends with mindfulness. Keep this energy flowing, and the transformations you experience won't just be temporary, they'll set the foundation for a new chapter of growth and fulfillment. Stay tuned, because next, we'll explore how to practically harness these planetary influences every day and why June could be the most pivotal month yet for your personal journey. You won't want to miss the insights that follow. As June unfolds, the universe isn't just nudging you to make decisions or embrace change, it's also shining a bright, focused light on your financial landscape. For March Aries, this can be both exhilarating and nerve-wracking, because your bold spirit naturally pushes you toward taking risks. But this month, the stars encourage a deeper kind of financial wisdom, one that balances your fiery ambition with thoughtful strategy. There was an Aries client who had always jumped headfirst into investments and business ventures, trusting her gut and passion more than the numbers. This approach had brought some wins, but also unexpected setbacks. In June, she encountered a situation where a major financial opportunity seemed too good to pass up. Instead of diving in impulsively, she paused and consulted with a trusted financial advisor, balancing her instincts with professional insight. That pause didn't slow her down, it actually empowered her to make a wiser choice that paid off well in the long run. For you, this month might be the perfect moment to reassess your financial habits. It's not about denying your natural Aries boldness, but about channeling it in ways that create sustainable growth. Creating a budget or financial plan that reflects both your goals and your realities can ground your fiery energy. Consider setting aside time for financial mindfulness, review your spending, track your progress, and visualize where you want to be in 6 months or a year. This clarity can help transform anxiety into action, giving you a roadmap that feels both ambitious and manageable. Alongside money matters, June urges you to pay close attention to your health and wellness. Aries is often the first to jump into action, sometimes neglecting the very foundation that fuels their energy, the body and mind. This turning point is a cosmic reminder that your vitality depends on balance, not just effort. One story that resonates involves a young Aries athlete who pushed herself to extremes, training intensely with little rest, driven by the desire to win. But in June, her body sent unmistakable signs: fatigue, irritability, and slow recovery that forced her to rethink her approach. She began integrating mindfulness practices like meditation and restorative yoga, creating space for rest and renewal. This didn't slow her progress, instead, it sharpened her focus and improved performance, proving that strength and self-care go hand in hand. For you, this might be the moment to listen deeply to your body's messages. Are you feeling more tired than usual? Is stress creeping into your daily life? Small changes, like prioritizing sleep, nourishing meals, and regular movement, can recalibrate your energy. Try to incorporate mindful pauses during your day, moments to breathe, stretch, or simply ground yourself. These practices can transform how you experience challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. June also amplifies the power of Mars, Aries' ruling planet, which adds another layer of intensity to your experience. Mars governs your drive, ambition, and sometimes your frustrations. When it's active this month, you might feel a surge of energy that's both a blessing and a challenge. Your natural courage can propel you toward goals, but unchecked impatience or anger can create unnecessary conflict. Imagine a March Aries entrepreneur juggling multiple projects. With Mars energizing June, she found herself pushing harder, expecting instant results. But instead of progress, she encountered resistance, not from external sources, but from her own burnout and mounting stress. Recognizing this, she consciously chose to slow down, delegating tasks and practicing mindfulness to maintain balance. This shift allowed her to harness Mars' power constructively, turning pressure into productive momentum. You can find similar ways to channel Mars energy by engaging in physical activities that allow you to release tension and refocus. Whether it's a brisk run, a martial arts class, or even dancing around your living room, moving your body helps transform restless energy into clarity and determination. When anger or impatience arise, try breathing exercises or counting to 10 before responding. These simple techniques create space between impulse and action, giving you control over how you express your power. Another cosmic factor influencing your June journey is the rhythm of the moon phases. The moon governs your emotions and intuition, providing a natural ebb and flow to your inner world. Aries, known for your headstrong drive, can benefit immensely from tuning into these lunar cycles, learning to align your actions with the moon's subtle guidance. For instance, The new moon phase invites fresh starts, a time to plant seeds for intentions or projects. If you're feeling restless or eager to launch something new, the new moon offers fertile energy to set clear, grounded intentions. On the flip side, the full moon illuminates what needs release, helping you let go of limiting beliefs, toxic habits, or unproductive relationships. This cycle of renewal and release can feel deeply freeing. A March Aries client once shared how syncing her life with the moon transformed her decision-making. She used the new moon to set intentions calmly and deliberately, rather than rushing in with typical Aries haste. At the full moon, she practiced gratitude and letting go, which helped clear mental clutter. This lunar awareness didn't diminish her fire, it gave it focus and flow, creating a rhythm that felt natural and empowering. To incorporate this into your life, try keeping a simple moon journal. Note how you feel during the new and full moons and what shifts you notice in your energy or emotions. Use these moments to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. This practice brings you into deeper alignment with both your Aries spirit and the natural cycles around you. As these celestial influences weave through your June experience, it's clear that this month isn't just about change, it's about transformation on multiple levels. Your journey involves not only external adjustments but an inner evolution that invites patience, balance, and greater self-awareness. Embracing these energies means trusting that the challenges and surprises are invitations for growth, not obstacles to fear. It means allowing your bold Aries nature to expand beyond impulse, embracing a wiser, more resilient version of yourself. As you move forward, remember that transformation isn't linear. It's a dance between action and reflection, courage and compassion, strength and surrender. June is your cosmic dance floor, inviting you to find your unique rhythm and step boldly into a new chapter. Stay with me, because next we'll explore practical daily habits that help you harness these energies and navigate June with clarity and confidence. The journey is just beginning, and what comes next could change everything. As June deepens its influence on your Aries journey, it's crucial to understand that preparing for this turning point goes beyond just watching the stars. It's about grounding cosmic wisdom into everyday actions. The best way to navigate the powerful shifts this month brings is to build habits that honor your fiery spirit while nurturing your need for balance. Imagine starting each day with a simple ritual that centers you, perhaps a few minutes of mindful breathing or journaling your intentions for the day. This practice creates a sacred pause between the rush of life and your response to it. It's a way to harness Aries' natural impulse to act and channel it with clarity rather than haste. One Aries I know began this daily habit during a particularly chaotic June and found it transformed her stress into focus. Instead of reacting impulsively to challenges, she approached them with calm determination, allowing her energy to flow rather than explode. Another practical tip is to set boundaries around your time and energy. Aries tend to say yes to every opportunity because their enthusiasm is contagious. But June's energy asks you to be selective, to protect your inner fire by not overcommitting. Learning to say no isn't easy for Aries, but it's a powerful act of self-care. It creates space for the things that truly matter and prevents burnout. You might find it helpful to schedule downtime as deliberately as you schedule work or social activities. This way, rest becomes a non-negotiable part of your routine rather than an afterthought. Connection with others also plays a vital role in this transformation. As we touched on earlier, Aries is fiercely independent, but June encourages you to cultivate deeper bonds built on trust and vulnerability. Sharing your intentions, fears, and hopes with trusted friends or mentors can provide fresh perspectives and emotional support. It's not a sign of weakness but of strength, a sign that you're evolving into a more integrated, grounded version of yourself. Turning to astrology again, June offers fascinating compatibility insights that can help you navigate relationships more skillfully. For example, you might find stronger alignment with earth signs like Taurus and Capricorn, who can offer stability and patience when Aries' energy feels overwhelming. Water signs like Cancer and Pisces may bring emotional depth and intuition. helping Aries tap into softer, more nurturing qualities. Recognizing these influences can help you build bridges where there might have been tension before, creating a richer, more harmonious support system. You don't have to figure all this out alone. This is a perfect moment to lean into your community, whether that's friends, family, or like-minded souls who share your spiritual and personal growth journey. Embracing help and collaboration opens doors to new opportunities and perspectives you might never have considered. Historically, Aries leaders and trailblazers have faced similar cosmic crossroads in June, moments that defined their legacies. This ancient rhythm reminds us that transformation is both a personal and collective journey. You are stepping into a lineage of courageous souls who dared to change their lives and the world through resilience and vision. As we wrap up this exploration of June's turning point for March Aries, it's clear that this month is not just about external events but about a profound inner awakening. It calls you to balance your fearless drive with reflection, your ambition with care, and your independence with connection. These shifts might feel challenging, even uncomfortable, but they hold the key to a more empowered, authentic you. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: the stars don't dictate your fate, they invite you to dance with possibility. How you move is up to you. This June, step boldly into that dance, knowing that every challenge is a chance to grow, every pause an opportunity to realign, and every choice a step toward your highest self.